I've been working with Leslie Jacobs for about 3 weeks now. I find her to be very warm. I can tell that she's actually read my emails because she responds to specific things that I've said in the email and specific concerns. And she responds with, her responses are tailored to me. It's not just some canned jargon or just some um, spam that she's sending me. I can tell that she's taken the time to read my emails and given me thoughtful advice and insights. It's only been 3 weeks, but I'm pleasantly surprised that I've enjoyed this service and I feel like I'm going to get the help that I need. So if you're looking for a counselor, Leslie is really phenomenal. She's easy to talk to. She's got a great sense of humor. And I think she understands her clients and seeks to understand her clients. She really wants to help. So, what else to say? Hopefully, my depression will pass soon. We'll see.
I recently signed up for counseling with Dr. Jake Matthews, and I've been suffering with some depression and anxiety that's situational as far as my relationships are concerned. And in just the short time that I've been working with her, I've really discovered a lot about my behaviors, my beliefs, and the issues that I'm facing. And it's very comfortable because we can text and we don't necessarily have to have face-to-face communication or video communication. A lot of what we do is I'll discuss with her my thoughts and feelings, and she'll come back with a worksheet or some insight as to why I might be feeling the way I am or why I might be behaving the way I am. It's been very helpful to me. I feel like I'm learning a lot and I'm growing as a person. It is a lot of work, but I'm glad that I found a way to do this comfortably that fits into my busy schedule that I can do on my own terms. I can't say enough about Dr. Jake Matthews. She's been a blessing to me, and I hope that this helps somebody else in need.
Hey, so this is my video testimonial about Elizabeth Papa, or Papa, however you say her name. I'm sorry if I butchered it. She's been really amazing. She's helped me through a lot. She understands my disability and that I need things explained to me a little more than usual. She's helped me get over fetishes, anxiety, depression, and she just helps me get through a lot of stuff that is going on. And so I would 110% recommend BetterHelp and Elizabeth to anyone who asks for a recommendation for a counselor. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a good night. Bye.
I have been working with Dr. Blake for the past several months, and it has been a truly life-changing experience for me. Uh, from being a very anxious person to the very careful and calm thinking person that I have become right now, it's been a true transformation. Dr. Blake is very insightful. He provides very useful tools um, to help me navigate the everyday situations, and he was there for me at every moment to help me with how to implement and how to apply all the tools that I was learning. Um, I think words are not enough to describe the remarkable commitment that he has shown towards uh, helping me transform my life. It's not been an individual effort from my side. I was able to put in all the effort because Dr. Blake helped me see things in a very different light and perspective. I would also like to thank BetterHelp because I honestly did not know that online counseling could be so effective. It helped me with the true true experience of working with a counselor by staying in the comfort of my home, giving me the privacy and anonymity privacy that I needed, and matching me with a very good counselor. I think if I have to come back for counseling again, I would really come back to Dr. Blake once at any given time, and I highly recommend Dr. Blake to anyone who is seeking for an effective counseling experience. He has truly remarkable tools with him, and he's a very insightful person. Thank you.
This is my review for my BetterHelp counselor, Lauren. Hopefully that is supposed to be a part of the review. If not, then hopefully these don't go up unedited. What I will say about Lauren, and I wrote a review for her, but I don't know if I'm supposed to, say what I said in the review verbatim or speak candidly, but I will just speak candidly. Lauren is undoubtedly one of the best, if not the best, therapist that I've worked with so far in my entire life. I've been working with her for a fairly short time, and so far I think I am already significantly more comfortable and feel like I've made much more progress than I have with any of the other counselors or therapists that I've worked with in my life. I'm very comfortable with her. I feel very open with her. And even beyond that, more than just the level of comfortability, there is the level of self-improvement that she pushes me towards, which is something that I think everyone should strive for. I think my biggest fear in my life is that I will one day reach a point where I will plateau in self-improvement. And fortunately, working with Lauren, I no longer have to worry about plateauing, and instead can feel confident that she will help push me to continue to improve myself.
She's been helpful in putting words of how you feel if you feel like you're unable to voice that. At the same time, what I really appreciate about Tina is that she gives you all the outcomes and is realistic about the options that you may have not considered, which can help you personally in becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable while still being professional and friendly. I mean, it's hard to have that conversation with yourself, even though you can be honest with yourself. But the way I appreciate is that she can tell you a different outcome that you've never thought of, and in turn, that can get you used to the uncomfortable and teach you how to react with it, and at the same time give you confidence. Because in the end, it's all about your decision and what's best for you, and she makes it very clear what is there and just letting you decide while giving you confidence in your decisions. So I do appreciate that.
As a working professional, BetterHelp is good for me because I can schedule my sessions around my work schedule, and I also have access to send a message with anything that's bothering me during the day, and I know I'll get a response later in the afternoon. Lisa's been an amazing counselor. She's always responsive and lets us know way ahead of time if she's got a day off or something going on with her schedule, and I would recommend BetterHelp to anybody. I think it's a much better platform than going to your traditional in-office type treatment, particularly with schedules, and it makes my day much more efficient without having to worry about taking time off during work to go and see somebody.
Dr. Kuntz is a phenomenal person. He has truly helped me and blessed me and my family with helping me work on this anxiety. Truly a blessing from God. Thank you so much, Dr. Kuntz.
I'm extremely grateful for BetterHelp because I'm on the spectrum, and for some reason or another, I've always had issues with live counselors. I feel often dismissed, or I don't feel a connection, or I have anxiety about actually going to the session and visiting an office. And with BetterHelp, I can do everything on my phone, and so far it's been awesome. And my counselor is extremely understanding. She's extremely non-judgmental and lets me take enough reign of the counseling session without letting me kind of ramble on about nonsense. And she knows how to zero in on problems that I probably should examine more. And it's helpful. And it's boosted my confidence a little. And the flexibility with her schedule and going back and forth in chat and being able to say something happened today and is there any way we could talk earlier than we planned, and having flexibility in that way is something that you can't usually get from local counselors and their offices and such. So I would recommend BetterHelp to almost anybody, even if they don't feel like they have mental health issues. It's great for people who don't like to open up to people face to face and might be closed off, and it's great for people who may function better just doing chat. And if you find the right counselor and you make use of the app, I think it could do wonders for you. So definitely thank you for this app.
Hi, I've been connected to a counselor named Victoria Hammer through a service called BetterHelp. And I just wanted to take a moment to talk about what that's been like. It's been a really positive experience. I think she's great. I'm not going to go into details about the issue I'm receiving counseling around. I'm going to talk about the experience in general, which, as I mentioned, has been very positive. So first off, she's been supportive and non-judgmental and encouraging and optimistic. Also, something that was very important to me was that she used a particular approach that I was looking for, and she was able to do that. Through BetterHelp, I am able to text her daily whenever I want, and it goes into a private chat room that only she and I access. And she's been really good in that she's responded daily, which I think is quite a good service. Also, I'm able to do a half-hour live audio call with her once a week, which I've been doing. And most importantly, I felt really safe in sharing things with her. So she's been helping me a lot in keeping my focus and being positive and feeling like I can do it. And it's just been an excellent experience overall. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm a client of Renee, and I have to say I am so happy that I found this service. For me, this has been as effective as in-person therapy. So instead of driving 45 minutes to an in-person therapist and, missing my alarm clock, so I'm late and I have to pay for the full hour anyway, and it costs X amount every session. Instead of that, I have access to Renee. I can have a video chat, and in between video chats, I can text her what's going on. She has helped me tremendously. She has helped me to reach out and find more resources in my area. She has helped me to seek help in areas that I had been avoiding. She has really helped me to start moving in my life to improve my quality of life. So I am so very thankful for this website, BetterHelp, and very, very thankful for being matched up with a counselor like Renee.
And what can I say about Kristen? She's great. Like I said, she's my shoulder to lean on through thick and thin. She listens to every word that I say, and she always responds with really wise, sage advice. She's helped me get my life on track, set some goals and, pursue them. And I'm glad to have met her because my life is overall a whole lot better than it was before. And she's always real friendly, and she's always very professional, and she always responds very professionally. So, yeah, I couldn't recommend her enough.
Hi everyone, this is Smiles. Just here to talk a little bit about Beverly. She is outstanding. She's not only accepting of all walks of life, but genuinely encourages and advocates for each patient. Nothing surprises her, gets a rise out of her, or upsets her. Beverly is sure in who she is, which is an underdeveloped trait in most of the counseling community from my experience. Her peace and assurance are infectious. She's just as happy discussing your breakfast that you had that morning or where you lost your keys as she is discussing the nitty gritty, the pain, the trauma, the depression, the anxiety, what she's there for, what we think she's there for. She's way more than that. Beverly pulls from both personal and professional experiences, which aid her in being phenomenally well-rounded therapist. Though I've only been with her a month and we have a really long way to go, there's a hope now that I have that I didn't have before meeting her. And it wasn't something she gave me. It was something she helped me find for myself. And I'm very grateful for her. I look forward to working with her for the next few years.
So this is the first time I've done any type of counseling online, and being paired up with Lori as my counselor has really made the experience phenomenal. She is such a kind human being, and every time I marked a message as urgent, she would reply to me ASAP, and I just felt like we really clicked too. We got lucky that on the first counselor I got met up with, I was very comfortable with her. And it's really nice to just go back and read the conversations, because in regular therapy sessions, when you have something face to face in person, you can forget sometimes what is said and the progress that is made throughout the session. But in these cases, I would text rather than video chat or call Lori, and I felt like this was the best option for me because I could always go back and watch it. But Lori is amazing counselor.
I like working with Julie. She is very helpful. Even though I started only working with her today, she is kind and very compassionate. I like working with Dr. Kane. She is very helpful to me. I have overcome so many obstacles just in talking to her in the past weeks. So I hope to continue to get better.
Hello everyone. I figured I would give a video review about both BetterHelp.com and my counselor, Melissa. I have been in and out of counseling for about 8 to 10 years now, and I have gone through so many people and so many different places. I don't even know how many I've gone through, but Melissa has been the best. I've been talking to her for a few years now, on and off, but every time I come back, she is always helpful. She's always willing to support me with whatever I need to do. and BetterHelp brought her to me. So it's definitely worth your time, especially with the unlimited messaging, because that makes it a lot easier for me. Because every now and then, I have days where I don't need to talk to her about anything, and then days where it seems like everything is going crazy. And she's always there to help. So I hope you give it a try, and hopefully it'll help you too.
Hello. Steve, my counselor, has done a great job listening to me and giving me the space to decide what path I want our sessions to take. I'm so grateful for his knowledge and his expertise, and I really appreciate the time that he gives me to help me work on my mental health and to also become a better me. So thank you so much, Steve, and I appreciate the resource of BetterHelp.
I chose to use BetterHelp as a resource to help me maintain my own personal wellness, since one can't really be of great help to others unless you first help yourself. Dr. Kogan is very receptive to my needs and concerns, and she provides me with resources that best align with my own desired strategies and mindfulness-based approaches. Thank you, Dr. Kogan.
Mika is a great counselor. She strikes a wonderful balance between listening to me, giving advice, and also walking me through, the current thought process I'm having and how they align with my goals. She helps me talk through those issues. It's a real nice dynamic how she splits it up. The time on our phone calls, how she handles it. She offers a very real, down-to-earth perspective. I can relate to what she's saying to me, and it's very helpful. She specifically is strong with relationship issues. That's what we focused on. And when I talk to her about those, I both get a lot of insight and clarity. It does help a lot that my relationship issues are with females, and she's a female. She knows how it works. So I get a lot of insight. I get a lot of clarity in my calls with her. And she's great in all other facets too. We've gone over a couple different aspects of my life, couple different goals, and she's right there, takes the same approach to it. I genuinely enjoy speaking with her, and I would recommend her to anyone.
Hi, my name is Tommy, and I've been using BetterHelp for about 3 or 4 weeks now. I've started using BetterHelp because I went through some stuff, some relationship stuff, and as well as some trauma stuff, and talking with my therapist has been very helpful. My therapist has been able to help me learn several coping mechanisms, as well as giving me a sort of outlet to make me feel like everything is going to be okay, and sort of keep track and always support me. I've always felt I always I didn't really have access to an actual in-person counselor, so BetterHelp was my best shot, and I haven't really been left unsatisfied. It's been very helpful. Yeah, so there's my review. Thank you.
Hi, Michelle is a very wonderful counselor. She is a very kind and caring person. I suffer from anxiety, but she was able to help me by recommending tools and techniques that I can use to help manage that. I think anybody would be very lucky to have her as their counselor. I would definitely recommend Michelle.
I never knew how easy it could be to talk to somebody who I've never met before, who's never seen me before, or you know what I'm saying? I felt like nobody has really been in my shoes before, but it's BetterHelp really helped me. My counselor, her name is Siobhan Warwick. She's so bomb. It's so much easier than expected to talk to somebody who you don't know, who can't judge you, who actually listen to you and listen to your needs and wants. I've always either talked to myself or maybe a friend or two, but they never really understood how to listen to me. And with BetterHelp, they give you somebody who can really listen to you and understand what you need and who can get you the help that you need. It's much cheaper than regular counseling, for one. And for two, me and my counselor have talked. We have, we've typed messages, we've video chatted. Yeah, they have the call option if you want that. It's more ways than one to talk to somebody and for them to really get to know you. I've cried on video chats to my counselor before. It's I never knew I could really find somebody to really listen to me and listen to what I needed and listen to like my wants. But I got it, and I'm so lucky that I have it. It's not an overnight thing, and I still struggle with some things, but it's nice to know that somebody's out there that cares about me and about if I live or die.
Hi, I would recommend Matthew to anyone who's in the LGBTQ plus community, anybody who's dealing with ethnic or cultural identity issues, and also anyone who identifies with poly and in the poly community. Matthew has never once made me feel like any of my feelings weren't valid. He's always treated everything as important as it is. He's very kind to talk to, very easy to work with, also sets very clear goals with me, not for me, with me, so that we can work together to achieve all of these obstacles that are in my life. So if you are looking for someone to listen to your concerns in a professional and kind way, I highly recommend Matthew.
This is A, and I just started working with Bella today. So far, I like her warm demeanor and her gentle approach to therapy. I also like the fact that BetterHelp has offered me a free trial so that I can know if counseling is right for me. I would recommend BetterHelp, and I would also recommend Bella to anybody who has, issues with trauma or relationship issues as well.
I'm not usually one to do a review, especially video, but Dr. Karen has been so awesome in helping me. I've never been in counseling before. It's something that I wanted for myself, but could never seem to find a counselor who I thought that I would feel comfortable with or one that could work with my schedule. So I had heard about BetterHelp and decided to give it a try. I really wanted somebody who approached counseling from a biblical perspective, and so was matched with Dr. Karen within, I would say, probably an hour of signing up for the service, and have just been so blessed and feel so comfortable with her. We've had a live session, but she's also accessible to me, throughout the day or whenever I might need her. And just the work that we've done and the help that she's given me over the last 3.5 weeks has just been invaluable.
Karen is so awesome. She listens and she gives you practical advice to what you're going through. She shows you there's a way out of the darkness that you might be experiencing. She offers practical advice to have you look at yourself, within yourself. She has taught me that I have value and that I matter. And that is so important when you've gone through some of the things I have growing up, where you don't feel like you're important, that nobody cares. I finally feel like I have a therapist that cares and isn't going to use me. I'm so appreciative of her.